Hi everyone, welcome to a new topic, digital roots and their multiple uses. So let's first understand what digital roots are. Digital root of a positive integer n is a single digit obtained by repeatedly adding the digits of the given number n until one digit remains. Mathematically, how do we define a digital root? Digital root of a positive integer n is its least residue modulus 9. If the least residue is 0, the digital root is taken to be 9. If we denote digital root by dr and if we take our integer n to be an 10 to the power n plus an minus 1 10 to the power n minus 1 dash 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 a1 10 plus a naught, then digital root is nothing but congruent to an plus a of n minus 1 plus dash 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 a1 plus a naught modulus 9. How do we get this? As all powers of 10 will be congruent to 1 mod of 9. Hence, n will be congruent to an plus a of n minus 1 dash 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 a1 plus a naught modulus 9. The least positive residue, which we also call the remainder modulus 9, is the sum of digits an plus dash 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 a1 plus a naught, and this is called the digital root of n. So we are basically adding all the digits of the number n. And as mentioned earlier, when the least positive residue is 0, the digital root is taken to be 9. So digital root of n is nothing but 9 if 9 divides n, and it is r modulus 9 otherwise, where r is the remainder. Or digital root of n is nothing but 1 plus n minus 1 modulus 9 for a positive integer n. Digital root of 9 is 9 and digital root of 0 will be taken to be 0. To understand this, let's take an example. If you take n to be 12, we will find the digital root in three different ways. First, we are just adding the digits. You can see 1 plus 2 gives us the digital root as 3. Also, 12 is congruent to 3 mod of 9. So the digital root is 3. And lastly, using the formula, digital root of 12 is nothing but 1 plus n minus 1 modulus 9. Here n is 12. You get digital root of 12 is 3 modulus 9. Again, we get the digital root as 3. Take another example. If n is 793, add the 3 digits. We get the sum as 19. Add 1 and 9. We are repeatedly adding the digits till we get a single digit. So, we get 1 plus 9 as 10 and 1 plus 0 is 1. So, the digital root is 1. Now, 793 is also congruent to 1 mod of 9. So, this is another way of finding the digital root. You can see again it is 1. And lastly, digital root of 793 can be found using the formula 1 plus n minus 1 mod 9. This again gives us the digital root as 1. Let's quickly look at the history. Digital comes from the Latin word digitus, which means finger. As you're already aware, all the calculations earlier were done on fingers, and the word root means final value. Hence, digital root. Before the advent of computers, digital roots were used by people who were dealing with money transactions like accountants, clerks, businessmen, bankers, merchants, etc. They used it as a checking tool to detect mistakes during calculations, as fast mental check could be done. It was done for centuries till modern methods were discovered. They inspired modern error detection techniques. Let's look at some rules. If a and b are some positive integers, then the digital root of the sum a plus b will be the same as digital root of a plus digital root of b. Digital root of the product AB will be digital root of A into digital root of B, and digital root of n will be nothing but digital root of n. Let's take an example. What if A is 234 and B is 123? Then digital root of 234 plus 123 will be equal to digital root of 234 plus digital root of 123. You can see both left and right hand side come out to be 6. If you come to the second rule, digital root of 234 into 123 will be equal to digital root of 234 into digital root of 123. Both the left and right hand side give you the digital root as 9. Digital root of 123 will be nothing but digital root of 123. Both left and right hand side come out to be 6. So where are digital roots still used. They are used for checking arithmetic calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And we do it to see whether our calculations are likely to be correct or not. But they do tell us whether the answer is definitely wrong. One thing to note, for division we use Euclid's division lemma. If k divides j, that is, j is equal to k cube plus r, we will check the digital root of j and the digital root of k cube plus r. We still use digital roots for checking divisibility. If the digital root of an integer is 9, it is divisible by 9. If a number n is divisible by 3, its digital root is 3, 6 or 9. In number theory, digital roots help in studying properties of numbers and sequences, patterns of powers of integers, etc., and in modular arithmetic. They are used in recreational mathematics, puzzles, magic tricks, etc. Also, we can check whether a number n is a square or not. Now, how do we do that? If an integer is a square, then its digital root is 1, 4, 7 or 9. Converse is not true. If the digital root is 1, 4, 7 or 9, n square need not be a square. Let's say n is some number. Then, if we divide it by 9, n will be congruent to r mod of 9, where r is the remainder. You know that r will be greater than equal to 0 and less than 9. If we square both the sides, you will see n square is congruent to r square mod of 9. R square will be 0, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49 or 64, because remainder will be from 0 to 8. So, when we square, we get these values, and this will be congruent to 0, 1, 4 and 7. Rest of them repeat, which means digital root of n square will be 9, 1, 4 or 7. In place of 0, we've taken the digital root as 9. We can also check if n is a cube or not. If the digital root of n is 1, 8 or 9, it can be a cube. Remember, we are saying it can be a cube. Digital roots of powers of integers can be found. If we want to find digital root of 1235 raised to the power 245, how will we do that? You know that 1235 to the power 245 will be congruent to 2 to the power 245 mod of 9, as the digital root of 1235 is nothing but 2. 245 can be written as 3 into 81 plus 2. If you find the residues, you will see it comes out to be congruent to 5 mod of 9. So the digital root of this power will be 5. There's another way of doing it. Digital root of powers of 2 are nothing but 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1. Now, digital roots of powers of 2 repeat the 6-digit cycle, as 1235 is congruent to 2 mod of 9. 1235 raised to the power 245 will be congruent to 2 to the power 245 mod 9. 245 is congruent to 5 mod of 6, because we have a 6-digit cycle. We are dividing by 6. We get 5 here. The 5th digit in A is 5. Hence, digital root of 1235 raised to the power 245 is 5, as you saw above. Certain facts about digital roots. Digital roots of product of twin primes is always 8, except for 3 and 5. Now, if we take the twin primes to be 6k minus 1 and 6k plus 1, you can see 6k minus 1 into 6k plus 1 will be 36k square minus 1, which is congruent to minus 1 modulus 9, and that is nothing but 8. Digital root of 3, you know, will be 3, and digital root of 5 will be 5. Every integer n in base b is congruent to the sum of its digits modulus b minus 1. The digital roots of the nth formers number fn is nothing but 5 if n is odd, otherwise it is 8. And what about the Mersenne primes, MP? For p is equal to 2, Mersenne prime m2 is 3, digital root of m2 is 3, and for p is equal to 3, m3 is 7, digital root of m3 is 7. For p is greater than 3, the digital root of mp will be 1 when p is congruent to 1 modulus 6, and it will be 4 when p is congruent to 5 modulus 6. So digital root of mp be 3, 7, 1 or 4. digital root of n is equal to 2 to the power p minus 1 into 2 to the power p minus 1, where p is a prime, can be found separately. If p is equal to 2, n will be 6. So the digital root of n will be 6. If p is greater than 2, p will be odd. 2 to the power p minus 1 will be congruent to minus 1 to the power p minus 1 modulus 3, which is nothing but 1. So 2 to the power p minus 1 will be of the form 3k plus 1 for some positive integer k. Now n will then become 3k plus 1 into 6k plus 1, which is nothing but congruent to 1 modulus 9. Hence the digital root of 2 to the power p minus 1 into 2 to the power p minus 1 will always be 1. Alternatively, as you know, the term 2 to the power p minus 1 into 2 to the power p minus 1 is nothing but perfect number. So digital root of every even perfect number greater than 6 will always be 1. If digital root of an integer is 9, it implies that digital root of any multiple of 9 will also be 9. If we take the integer to be n, then if its digital root is 9, n will be congruent to 0 modulus 9. If I multiply by some integer k on both the sides, you will see k into n will also be congruent to 0 mod 9. And when we have the least residue as 0, the digital root is nothing but 9. Thank you for watching. We will be back with another interesting video. Until then.